A warm welcome to everybody. This is Vinay Teja. Welcome to my channel. So in this topic, in this video, we are going to discuss about hyperconjugation. In the previous lectures, we have discussed the inductive effect, mesomeric effect, and applications of inductive effect and mesomeric effect. When we come to the mesomeric effect, that is in regard with resonance. So I will be making a dedicated video on resonance and how does resonance is happening, what is resonance energy, etc. Okay, if you know the resonance forms, or if you can write the resonance forms of the different compounds, then think that you have learnt general organic chemistry well. So before going to that resonance topic, we will understand the hyperconjugation. So what is hyperconjugation? So hyperconjugation means, a sigma bond can stabilize the adjacent carbocation by donating its electrons towards the empty p orbital. A sigma bond can stabilize the neighboring carbocation by donating its electrons towards the empty orbital. So how is it happening? We'll just check. So I am taking this species as an example. It is a carbocation. So I can write that as CH3 like this, CH3, CH2 carbocation, an empty p orbital. That empty p orbital receives electrons from the adjacent sigma bond. So adjacent sigma bonds are CH bonds, correct? CH bonds. How many sigma bonds are there? How many CH sigma bonds are there? 3 CH sigma bonds are there. Okay, with this we can say that number of alpha hydrogens increases. Okay, hyperconjugation structures increases. Hyperconjugation structures increases. That increases the stability. Increases in stability. Understood? So see here, this is the alpha position. Am I correct? Any species which is adjacent to any functional group or a carbanion, we call that carbon as alpha. Adjacent to the alpha carbon, there exists beta. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc. So number of alpha hydrogens increases, stability increases. Okay, number of alpha hydrogens increases, hyperconjugation structures increases, thereby increasing the stability. So with this I can conclude that hyperconjugation is totally the function of the stability. Hyperconjugation is the function of stability. Sorry about the board. So due to some lockdown effect, the board has been replaced. Okay, once we get back to our natural situation, we will be using natural board, that is green board. Okay, hyperconjugation. So the number of alpha hydrogens is directly proportional to stability. So number of alpha hydrogens increases, stability increases. How it is increasing? Number of hyperconjugation structures increases, thereby it increases the stability. You have to remember this. Let's take one example. So we have seen this species, right? So now I will be taking CH3, CH2 plus. Next we will be taking CH, CH3, CH2 plus. Next we can take another species, that is all the hydrogens are replaced by any alkyl group. CH2. Everywhere carbocation is similar. So see here, this is alpha position, this is alpha, this is beta. Adjacent to it is alpha, and here also it is alpha. So check here. Here how many alpha hydrogens are there? Here 3 alpha hydrogens are there. Here 2 alpha hydrogens are there. Here only 1 alpha. Here 0 alpha. 0 alpha hydrogens are there. As according to our definition and according to our concept, number of alpha hydrogens increases. Number of alpha hydrogens is directly proportional to stability. So The stablest one is this one. Here we got 3 alpha hydrogens. So we can say that, say for example, this is 1, this species is 2, this species is 3, 4. I can say that 1 greater than, 2 greater than, 3 greater than 4 regarding stability. 1 greater than, 2 greater than, 3 greater than 4 regarding the stability. So this is about the hyperconjugation. In the next video, we will be discussing about the resonance. So if you want me to take more number of examples of hyperconjugation, I would like to take. Otherwise, this much is more than enough. So you must know how to identify all the effects, that is inductive effect, mesomeric, hyperconjugation, resonance. You have to apply, you have to learn to apply that general organic chemistry towards solving the problems, and I will make you learn how to deal with it. Okay, so with this I would just like to conclude. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel, like our video, share with your friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.